Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Me, your host, Session, and of course, we face Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park in the Premier League this weekend. And it is a game where we have an opportunity to take revenge after that 4-0 loss that we had, and Casemiro having arguably his worst performance in a Manchester United shirt. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, let me know in the comment section what you think will happen in this game and who you think Ten Hag will be starting for this game, because honestly, there are many options for Ten Hag to choose from. The last time we played Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, we certainly were down to our bare bones in terms of the players that we had at our disposal. And in terms of those players, the level of quality was not that high. So the reason why we lost 4-0, you can blame it on the injuries, but you can also blame it on the fact that the level of players that we had could not perform to the standard that Ten Hag wanted. However, this time around, we are much better, a much more fully fit squad, and we are starting to play some excellent football. Not just it being Southampton, not just it being Barnsley, but the way we played in those two games shows that there is progress in the way Ten Hag wants to play, and there is progress with how the team has developed as a whole in terms of its tactics defensively and also offensively. And for this game itself, yes, Crystal Palace might have lost Michael Olise. Yes, they might have lost Anderson to Fulham. Two players who you might say starts for them. Of course, Anderson was their captain, Olise being their talisman alongside Eze, who is still there. But them signing Daichi Kamada, having Jean-Philippe Mateta as a striker and his physical presence that he has, they have threats that can cause us trouble if we do not show up on the day. Crystal Palace might not be a team that is good in confidence in terms of how they've started their season, but they certainly are a surprise team that can cause trouble for us if we decide not to be on it. Now, of course, with us having a 10-goal difference, 2 clean sheets in 2 games, shows that we are progressing. We are not getting that many shots against us as we used to last season, where it looked like people were just taking shots for free and we certainly weren't trying to stop them. We are much better in the way we hold our shape, in the way we press teams, and for us being top in the Premier League for big chances missed, that shows that once we are clinical, and the evidence of that is against Barnsley, with us being clinical, we certainly can be and have been a very dangerous team going forward. Defensively, I also say that we have improved with the likes of Mazraoui, De Ligt coming in, Martinez being fit to start. Onana faces less shots and thus has a much better time in the goal, because he is now able to only focus on the moments where a shot does come through if the team manages to break us down. But it has been brought down to less than 5-8 shots in the games that we have played, and that shows the defensive work rate that we have off the ball and how we defend against teams in these games. Now, of course, whether we decide to dominate on the ball like we did against Barnsley or play on the counter attack against Crystal Palace, certainly we can be dangerous either way towards them. Because like I've said before, the players that we have now are able to progress the ball forward from the back comfortably. And we've seen that in certain games with the goals that we have scored. And of course, we're able to keep the ball for longer periods in the game, thus not getting that basketball back and forth type of games that we have seen last season because of our lack of control. This time, we actually show more control and more composure on the ball when we are trying to play it through the lines, and that is giving us the opportunities that we need. And with us having the players that we have, Rashford being in form, Garnacho being in form, Ahmad having good performances, Xerxes coming into his own, Wayland with his hungry way that he has, or his hunger for goals, will come in and want to play well, and probably will play well because of us creating more chances now for our attackers to score, because of having that defensive solidity in defense with an Ugarte, with a Casemiro, and of course De Ligt, Martinez, etc., all of them. And for this particular game, I do think Ten Hag will go with this team in my opinion. Onana will return in goal, I'm 100% sure of that. Delo will go in at left back again. Even though Malacia has been reported that he is back training with the team, I do not think he will be fit enough for the squad in this game, let alone be on the bench. So Mazraoui will play right back, De Loo will be left back, and the centre backs will be De Ligt and Martinez. I definitely do believe that is our best back four right now, which Ten Hag will go with, which he went against Brighton with, which he went against Southampton, and against Barnsley. Yes, he made a few changes in terms of bringing Maguire and Evans, but I do think he will go back to his strongest starting back four, which is Mazraoui, Martinez, De Ligt, and De Loo being the back four. In midfield, I do think Ten Hag will go and start Ugarte alongside Kobbie Mainoo with Bruno in the 10, because for me, that is our best midfield right now. Yes, Casemiro is an experienced player, had a very good performance against Barnsley, but the legs have gone. Yes, he can play with Ugarte. Yes, he can play with a Toby Collier in midfield, should that be the case. But I think Ten Hag wants to have one defensive midfielder to have more attacking options, thus having a number 8 in Mainoo, and Bruno being further up the pitch to allow us to dictate play higher up the pitch. And with Ugarte, we are able to press higher up the pitch because he will cover those distances that we do leave behind when we perhaps are being broken down by a Crystal Palace style of play, or because they maybe try to go over the top. We do have the options to be defensively sound. And in the front, in the attacking sense, Ten Hag will start Rashford, not just because he likes him and because we feel and we know that he is Ten Hag's main player. His form alone right now shows that he will start on the left-hand side. Of course, Garnacho had a very good performance against Barnsley, against Southampton, came on and scored a goal. I don't think he's done enough to start ahead of Ahmad on the right, who is our best right winger right now and has created the most chances as a winger in Europe's top 5 leagues. So he will start on the right-hand side, and Højlund, Mount, and even Lindelof are all back in training. Højlund will be back with the squad against Crystal Palace, but I don't think he will start this game. He'll probably be on the bench and come on in the second half to come and change the game, come and score a goal, and maybe stretch the defense because of his energy and his running that he has. I think Xerxes will start the game, and that is the team I think Ten Hag will go with for this game, which is a strong enough team to go and take revenge against Crystal Palace. And I do believe that we are going to be a much different team and have a different performance than what we did the last time we played at Selhurst Park. Let me know in the comment section what you think will happen in the game. Let me know on your starting 11. Let me know who you think and who you would want Ten Hag to start in this game. And of course, subscribe to the channel, drop a like, enjoy the weekend, Red Devils. Till we see each other again soon, bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.